Hi, my name is Rachel. Welcome back to my channel. Sorry in advance for my voice sounding a little husky, I guess. I am losing my voice. My throat is sore. Don't really know why. Actually, I do know why. It's because I have a 5-year-old child who goes to public school. Today I'm here to talk to you about my Breath of the Wild-athon TBR. Kaz from Little Book Owl is going to host round 3.5 of Breath of the Wild-athon starting on January 27th going until February 2nd. So I believe that's Monday through Sunday. So a week just skewed. As I said, this is round 3.5 at the Great Sky Island. Now, there have been previous rounds of this readathon, obviously, and during the month-long rounds, you can gain bonuses or perks, I guess, that give you like advantages for some of the smaller rounds. So if you're a returning participant and you have some horses built up, you may be able to start a couple of days early. I did participate in the very first Breath of the Wild-athon like years ago at this point, and unfortunately I've been very busy during all of the other times where the readathon was running, and I am a little busy this time, but I figured because I really wanted to participate in it, I could just make it work. Also, since it's been so long since I have participated in a round of Breath of the Wild-athon, I'm going to start this round as a new warrior instead of a returning warrior. The main goal of round 3.5 at the Great Sky Island is to complete 5 rune challenges. 3 of these are book specific and 2 of them are more of activity based challenges. Challenge number 1 is the Temple of Time, and that is to share your TBR. So if you're watching this video, it means I was successful in getting this put out in time for the readathon. The second challenge is at the Uko Shrine, which is the Ultra Hand Trial, and this is to participate in a reading sprint. I do think Kaz said that she's going to do some sprints during the week of the readathon, either on YouTube or on Twitch. I will have Kaz linked down below, her YouTube channel. I will also link any videos like relevant to the readathon, and I will link her Twitch channel so you can follow her there too if you want to catch sprints on there as well. And I think some people might do readathon sprints in the Discord as well. Challenge 3 is the In Isa Shrine, and this is to read a book that was on somebody else's 2024 favorites list. I did struggle with this one a little bit because I didn't want to add anything too large to my TBR between that middle ground of like end of January, start of February. However, a book that I have been wanting to read for a really long time is The Eyes Are the Best Part by Monica Kim, and this was on Gavin from Gavin Reads It All's Best Books of 2024 list. I will link that video and Gavin down below, but I'm so thankful that I was able to find a short book that I have been wanting to read for a while on someone's list. I did watch quite a few videos before filming this to find options that were like ones I genuinely wanted to read but weren't on the big side, obviously, because I read a lot of fantasy, and I was like, this readathon's only a week long. I don't want to read like a 500-page fantasy while also reading other things for the readathon. So thanks, Gavin, for having a short book in your best books of 2024 list that I really wanted to read. From what I understand, this book is about a young girl. Is it about, I don't know if the girl is the main character or if it's her mother, but one of them basically starts developing a really weird desire to like eat eyeballs. I think that the girl's father died a while ago, or either died or left his mother, and her mother is dating like this new white man, and they are Korean women. I think they go to a restaurant where they end up eating fish eyes for some reason, and then one of them, I don't know again if it's the mom or the daughter, but one of them suddenly like just has to grapple with this weird like craving for eyeballs, and that's like literally all I know about it. I know that it's like weird and speculative, and I've heard nothing but great things, so I can't wait to get to it. Challenge number 4 is the Gutanbak Shrine, and this is the Ascend Trial, and this is to read a book that will go towards one of your 2025 reading goals. Now, I do have a few reading goals for this year, but my main focus is to finish or at least get caught up to some series that I'm reading, because I am in the middle of so many series, and I also own a lot of first book in a series that I haven't started yet. So I would really like to focus on series in general, mainly finishing and or making progress in them, as well as starting the ones that I own the first book of. So I did some thinking, and I think strategically, because it is a middle grade, it's not that long, and it should be quick to get through. and it will go towards getting caught up to a series I'm currently reading. That is Amari and the Despicable Wonders by B.B. Alston. This is the third book in the series. The first book in the series is Amari and the Night Brothers. Amari is such a fun middle grade series, and if you don't know, it's kind of described as like Men in Black for kids. We follow Amari as her and her mother are kind of grappling with grief. Amari's brother went missing, I think a year ago in book one when we first meet them. It's been a year since he went missing. Her mother's kind of accepted that like he's probably dead, he'll never come back. And Amari is convinced that he's still alive and he's out there somewhere. Now, circumstances happen that lead Amari to a strange briefcase, and in this briefcase she receives an invitation to this supernatural academy and it's very much in the vein of Men in Black, where Amari discovers this supernatural world that's like barely under the surface of the human world. Like aliens are hiding in plain sight, supernatural creatures like lurk around every corner, and she goes to this academy and we just see Amari as she's making friends, making enemies, going on an adventure, and trying to solve this mystery of what really happened to her brother. And I love this series so much. I can't wait to read book 3. The only reason I haven't read it yet is because we don't know when we're getting book 4, but I don't want to wait too long because I read book 2 quite a while ago, so I'm like, I need to read this one quickly before I forget and end up having to reread the whole thing. And I'm really excited to read it. Also, it should be quick because it's a middle grade, which is beautiful for a week-long readathon. The 5th and final challenge is the Nachoya Shrine, and this is the recall trial. So this is to reread a book. And for this challenge, I plan on rereading The Lost Story by Meg Schaefer. I just talked about this for quite a long time in my favorite books of 2024 video, so I will link that down below if you're interested in seeing a really extended look at my thoughts on this one. For now, I'm just going to tell you what it's about. As boys, best friends Jeremy Cox and Rafe Howell went missing in a vast West Virginia state forest, only to mysteriously reappear 6 months later with no explanation for where they'd gone or how they survived. 15 years after their miraculous homecoming, Rafe is a reclusive artist who still bears the scars inside and out, but he has no memory of what happened during those months. Meanwhile, Jeremy has become a famed missing persons investigator with uncanny abilities. He is the one person who can help vet tech Emily Wendell find her sister, who has vanished in the very same forest as Rafe and Jeremy. Jeremy alone knows the fantastical truth that while the rest of the world was searching for them, the 2 missing boys were in a magical realm filled with impossible beauty and terrible danger. He believes it is there that they will find Emily's sister, but for his own inscrutable reasons, Jeremy has kept Rafe in the dark since their return. However, the time for burying secrets comes to an end as the quest for Emily's sister begins. The former lost boys must confront their shared past, no matter how traumatic the memories. Alongside the headstrong Emily, Rafe and Jeremy must return to the enchanted world they called home for 6 months, for only then can they get back everything and everyone they've lost. This book is heavily inspired by the Chronicles of Narnia. It is very much a portal fantasy, and this book is very true to that whimsy, that nostalgia, and for that reason it was my #1 favorite book in 2024. And when I read it, I literally read it in like 2 days straight. Like I could not put it down. So I think it will be really fun to pick back up my favorite book of last year and binge read it again for a readathon. Those are the 3 books I plan on reading for Breath of the Wild-athon round 3.5. Let me know if you're going to participate in the readathon. I'd love to chat with you and hopefully see you in the Discord for it. Again, don't forget to check Kaz's channel for that. And thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, leave a leaf emoji down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!